Today is, sorry, September 1st. I don't know if you can see, but it's a new month. I'm here with Kimmy. Can you see Kimmy? But anyway, hello. I'm Shad, and this month I have my vegan anniversary, so that's what it's called. But yeah, I have been a vegan for two years now, and I know that's not a very long time, but I have learned a lot during that time. My voice sounds really weird with this, so I'm just gonna change. Hold on. Alright, that's better, I think. If you yourself want to become a vegan, that's amazing. I congratulate you. But I also have to tell you to be careful, because there's a lot that can go wrong if you don't know what you're getting into. Okay, first I would like to say that this video is just my own personal experience. You may not experience the same things that I have, but you might. You could. Prior to becoming a vegan, I was vegetarian for about 5 years, and making that transition from vegetarianism to veganism wasn't that huge, but it was still intense. So I can imagine if you go from eating meat to straight up being a vegan, it's going to be a very harsh change. And I think that if you want to take it slow and change your diet progressively, it's actually going to be a lot better for you, so your body gets time to adapt. So don't feel bad if you need time to process everything. And if it's not for you, then it's not for you. I always say veganism is not for everyone, because they have other priorities, because they are just too used to something and they feel bad having to let go of that. And honestly, there's no shame in that. I think everyone should be able to respect that. There's a lot of discourse, right? And who is better, who is morally superior or something like that. I honestly don't care for that. I just think that you shouldn't do something you don't want to. If you become a vegan or a vegetarian, you have to do it because you want to. It's a very personal change that is not only diet, by the way, it's a lifestyle and a philosophy, a way of seeing everything that surrounds you. Your way of seeing the planet, animals and everything changes. After I became a vegan, nothing was the same anymore. I could not see life the same way. So just be prepared for that. When I was a vegetarian, for instance, I used to consume dairy, and I was like, well, they're not, getting rid of the animal, so it can't be that bad, right? Well, it is, and that's why I became a vegan, because I care for animals. Not just because I want them to be alive, but because I want them to have a good life and not live to serve humans. Like a year back, I was at a friend's place and we were having pizza, and I could not have the pizza. So I just said, oh, I can't, I'm vegan. And then someone was like, oh wow, your veganism has worked so well on you. And I was like, what do you mean? So they thought that I became a vegan so I could lose weight or something like that. Veganism and the reasons why people become vegan are very misunderstood. Like I said, it's not just a diet or a trend or something you do for fun. More often than not, it's not really that fun. I mean, going out and not being able to just pick whatever you want, it's not nice. And I don't like bothering other people when I go over something, because they won't be able to serve me anything. That's how I felt at the beginning, that I was going to be a bother, but in the end I realized that no, people are very accepting and nice, and the people that care for you will not see it as a bad thing. In fact, they will only be concerned for your health. Now, when it comes to weight loss, I did lose weight at some point during my veganism, but that was not because I was a vegan. It was because I was really sad at that time. And I'm the kind of person that when they are very in a depressive state, they completely lose the appetite. So I just didn't eat enough. As a vegan person, I really have to think of all the nutrients that I need. The human body needs a lot of things, a variety of things. So I really had to stop being so picky about what I like to eat and just think about my health. So I really did start to try new things and new cooking recipes, and I think it's been very positive in that aspect for me. But if you don't know how to properly manage yourself, your body, it's going to be a little tough. So I think it all comes down to specific needs. Depending on what you do, you're going to need a different amount of food and variety. So it is case by case. Not everyone requires the same, right? I am someone who works from home and I'm not doing excessive amounts of exercise, so I may not need as much as other people. In terms of quantity, I mean, but quality I do need all of that. I know people may tell you that, oh, you don't eat meat, which is protein, right? And you're like, oh, but no problem, I'm just gonna eat this plant alternative that is also protein. But what most people don't know is that protein from an animal and protein from a plant are not the same. The amino acids they contain are different. You do have to be careful of things like that. Plants may be very nutritious, but they're not very calorically dense. So you may eat like a big salad, but if it's raw and hasn't been, like, nothing has been added on it, it's not going to be that much in the end. So yeah, I think it's all about portion size, understanding portion sizes and diversity. Also, going back to the protein topic a little bit, I have been wanting to build muscle and it's just not the same for me. So for me, it's going to be a lot harder to get those guns. I think you've all heard about it, but people think that vegan equals healthy, and that is so not true. There's a lot of vegan junk food that you can have and it's horrible for your body, but it's still vegan. And now for the conclusion, I just want to say that veganism is not for everyone. Some people try because, well, why not? And then they're like, no, it's not for me. And that's okay. Some people have a vegan diet sometimes, and they make like little exceptions from time to time. And I see those people being heavily criticized, right? Being told something like, you can't stick to a diet, you're not a true vegan or whatever. Honestly, these labels are boring, they don't help anyone. The majority of people who become vegan have very incredible reasons why they do that. For example, they may care for animals a lot and do not support how we treat them. Some may be very inclined to sustainability and helping the planet because the meat industry and many other industries are bad for the planet. Some may do it for health because they want to become a better version of themselves. And at the same time, they want to feel better, so a mental health reason. And I think that's lovely. Instead of trying to bring people down because their reasons are not good enough, we should support them and say, hey, that's wonderful that you want to change yourself, even though it's so heavily criticized. I have been criticized many times, and I just tell them, hey, thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. I'll be okay, and I'm happy with my decision. My partner keeps telling me that I purposely choose to live life on hard mode, and what I say to that is, yes, of course, it's my own choice, and I'm not gonna give in to like a piece of bacon or something. My morals are stronger than that. Becoming a vegan has taught me a lot about myself actually, and how I see the world. And I'm not here to tell you that you should or should not become something. No one told me to become a vegan. I wanted it for myself. Doing it for yourself, not anyone else. You shouldn't have to prove anything to anyone. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope it was interesting. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'm off to prepare myself to bake a cake. On the 2 years that I've been a vegan, I've only had one cake. It wasn't even that good. So today I would like to bake my first ever vegan cake. Yay! So I'll make a video about that and I will post it. It's gonna be up here, or was it here? Up there somewhere. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new. And remember, life is amazing and you deserve the best. We will see you in the next one. Bye bye! Gimme! You wanna say hi to the everybody's? This is Kimmy. She's been crying all the video to play. Alright, now we're gonna play.